So I want to tell you, this is Avicenna's book. I just want to show you that he wasn't Shia. Next, the legislator must impose as a duty obedience to whosoever succeeds him. That the designation of the successor can be made only by himself or by the consensus of those who have precedence, right? So he's saying this Khalifa should be established by consensus or by the person who was Khalifa before, right? That's actually this. So far, that's this. Sorry, let me lower my TV. So far, that's the Sunni way, and there's other ways. On the condition that the latter should verify openly to the public that the man of their choice can hold sole political authority, that he is of independent judgment, that he is endowed with the noble qualities of courage, temperance, and good government. By the way, the reason I'm doing this is because if you look, a lot of Shias say that Avicenna was Shia, and you can even find that on the wiki page that it says that, and that he knows the religious law to a degree unsurpassed by anyone else, must be made in a clear manner, must be openly proclaimed, and must find unanimous agreement by the entire public. The legislator must lay down in the law that should they disagree and quarrel, succumbing to passion and whim, or they agree to designate someone other than the possessing virtue and who is deserving, that they would have committed an act of disbelief in God. Designation of the caliph through appointments by testimony is best. It will not lead to partisanship, quarrels, and dissensions. The legislator must then decree in his law, if someone succeeds and lays claim to the caliphate, right, and he uses the words kharaj, right, khawarij, by virtue of power and wealth, then it becomes the duty of every citizen to fight and kill him. If the citizens are capable of so doing, but refrain from doing so, then they disobey God and commit an act of this unbelief. The blood of anyone who can fight but refrains becomes free for all the spilling. The legislators must lay down the law. Then, next to belief in the Prophet, nothing brings one closer to God except that he then the killing of such usurper. If the successor was the Khawarij, by the way, right? We could even look at it in Arabic if you want. No, actually it doesn't say. Oh, there it is. Al-Kharaj. Right? However, verifies that the one holding the caliphate is not fit for it, then he is unafflicted with an imperfection. Thus, this imperfection is not founded in the Khariji. Then it is the best that the citizens go along with the latter. The determining factor here is superiority of intellect and excellence in political management. The one who's attaining in the rest of the virtues is moderate, although he must not be ignorant of them, nor act contrary to them, but excels in these two more fit than the one who excels in the other virtues, but it is not foremost in these two. Thus the one who has more knowledge must join and support the one with the better mind of the two, and the one with the better mind in turn must accept the former support and seek his advice, as was done by Umar and Ali. Now, obviously his point of view of the caliph is not traditional Sunnism, but it's also not Shiism. Well, first of all, he even says he basically accepts Umar, and he also accepts the methodology that Umar had, where he chooses who the next caliph is. So, yes, he's definitely not the traditional Sunni method, where he's saying that the caliph has to be perfect or have really good qualities. I think what he's getting his ideas from is probably Plato, the philosopher king concept from the Plato's Republic, right? And he's kind of like mixing it with Islam. So he clearly says Omar should see, if he clearly here admits that he believes Ali was the best of the time period in terms of intelligence and wisdom and whatnot. So, but he's not saying that Ali automatically has to be the caliph, but he is saying that he should, at least Omar should work with Ali, which he did, right? That's in Tarikh al-Tabari, you see him working with him. He didn't prescribe certain acts of worship, Yeah, the rest of it doesn't really talk about caliphate, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. It's all about the war, law and stuff like that.